Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, in this class, we are going to learn what is the promise object and how we can create this promise and where we use this promise. Okay, all these things we'll learn today. Please observe. First, before going to this code of the promise, I'll explain the concept of the promise. Okay, see, promise it is like we are giving the any if we are giving any promise to someone, it is like completed, right? See, for example, I'll accept this. I'm promising I'll accept this means so I'm giving the like I'm accepting. So it is like completing. Promise is completed. Suppose I promise I will not accept. I will not accept this means it is incompleted, right? Rejected state. For example, accept this, it is a promise is completed. I will not accept promise is rejected. I may be accept. I may be accept means it is in pending state, right? It is not fulfilled also, it is not rejected also, it is like pending state. So this is what we learned in promise. We learned in promise, okay. See, and promise is a object. So how we can create object in JavaScript with the help of literals we can create, or we can with the help of using new keyword we can create the promise object. Okay, I hope you guys understood this concept. What is the promise? If I accept, if anything is like true, we can say it is a true, promise is completed. If it is false, promise is rejected. If it is in pending state, the promise is pending state. It may be like it is maybe I will complete. It is not like fulfilled, right? You're not giving ensure. We are not giving ensure, right? I'm not ensuring that. So that's why it is in pending state. Now I created one HTML file and one JavaScript file. Observe, I'll type structure of the HTML and I'll link the JavaScript file using script tag. Okay, you have to pause promise.html. Okay, just I will take one heading, that is promise concept. Okay, now come to JavaScript. Okay, I'll copy this promise file path, I'll paste in Chrome. See, we are getting promise heading, right? Now come to console. Okay, we are not getting anything. Now come to JavaScript file. Here I have to create the object of the promise. Promise is an object and it is already predefined object. Okay, it already predefined. Now I'll create object new promise. I'll create. Okay, now I'll store this. I created object. I have to store in one variable, right? Let promise pre equals to new. Okay, let promise p equals to new promise of I taken, right? Now I'll print this console dot log of p. Observe what we get. Okay, now I'll comment this. See, you're getting uncaught. Promise resolver undefined is not a function, because promise is also a function. So for that, promise accept two parameters, that is resolved and rejected. So promise is also a higher order function. Higher order function means it accepts callback function as a parameter. So for that, I have to take one more bracket inside this promise object. Here I have to pass. See here, observe here, executor. Resolve, you have to pass. Any value you can pass. And the return type of this function is void. And again, reject state, you have to pass anything. And the return type of this is void. Okay. Now I will pass resolved, comma, reject. Okay. Now I'll take, okay, this entire thing we can say it is a object, promise object we created. Now else we'll see we are getting promise is pending state. See here, promise is pending state, right? Because we didn't give anything. Only just because I didn't give any completed state, I didn't give any incomplete state also. That's why promise is pending state. But I don't need that. I want promise should be completed. So for that I'll take one condition I will provide. If any condition you can provide, okay? Just I'll take if 10 strictly equals to string 10. If that case, promise should be completed. If this is true, then we'll take resolve. Resolve is completed state. That's why I have to take resolve. Promise completed. Okay. Now, if this not, then promise should be rejected. Right? Reject of promise rejected. Okay. Now see, I'll print. I'm just printing the P. We'll observe what is the output. See, you are getting promise rejected. You are getting right. Now see, observe here. You are getting one object, and inside object promise prototype is promise, and promise state is rejected, and result is also we are getting promise rejected. Whatever we are passing in reject, we are getting. See here in uncaught, this is uncaughting. It is not catching the error, like not catching the rejected state. Okay, now I don't want this entire thing. I want only the data. So for that, to handle resolve state, I'll comment this. To handle resolve state, okay, before commenting, we'll execute. Observe, we are getting promise rejected state. We are not getting any data inside. See, observe here. See, we are not getting this promise rejected, right? Only it is like it is not catching the error, it is just giving the error, right? So to handle this, we use another predefined methods called then and catch. Then method and catch method. These methods also predefined methods. See, I'll take this. What is the object of this promise? P, right? See, this in P only this entire object is storing, right? So now I have to take the P. I'm I'm entering inside P and I'm using then method. Okay. Now inside then method also is a higher order function. We have to pass callback function as a parameter. Inside this parameter, we have to pass the data. You can pass any value, any variable you can pass. But to to extract or to fetch this data, to fetch not to display this data in in console, we pass here. We are passing the data. Now, if as for your convenience, I'll pass data only. Okay, now here I'll take I created function, arrow function also I created, and object also I created, higher order function. Now I have to print console.log of data. Okay, then method I used. Now I'll execute. See, observe here, we are not getting anything because we are not handling the rejected state. Because here condition is false, right? That's why we are not getting anything. Now I'll remove one equals. Now observe, we are getting promise is completed because we are handling the resolved state. We are handling resolved state by using then method, right? So we are getting the promise completed. Now I'll comment this entire thing. Now observe. Now observe, we are not getting anything. We are not getting error also. We are not getting the data also, right? So handle this resolve state, we are using the then method. This then method should be compulsory. Okay. Now we are getting right. So to handle this rejected state, we have to use catch method. Catch of error I will take. Any data you can pass inside that. That's your wish. To your wish. Okay, now console.log of error I will take. Now save this. I'll refresh this. You're not getting anything. Just promise completed getting. Because this condition is true, right? That's why promise is completed executing. Now this condition I'll take one more equals strictly equals. Now observe, see promise rejected and it is catching the error also. See we are getting data also and it is catching this error also. Rejected state also it is catching. So I hope guys you understand this is only the concept of the promise. In next class I'm going to teach you that is async and await concept. Okay. Inside promise only we are using that. So I hope you guys understood this concept. If you get any doubts, please comment on comment box. I'll end up this class. All of you take care guys. Okay. Bye bye.